Hey everybody, welcome to week 7 in our repeats. We have our swing challenge day, so you need a kettlebell. If you have one, a dumbbell works just fine as well. I'm going to be doing some pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can take a dumbbell or your kettlebell and do an overhead pull. And then also we're going to be starting off with a roller, foam roller to get us warmed up. And if you have a plate or a slant board to do heels up squats, we're going to be doing that as well. So I'll go ahead and get that somewhat queued up. All right, so grab your roller and let's start with our upper back, kind of mid to upper back. Take your seat, open your chest, and let your back just kind of round over the roller for now. Bring your elbows up. Keep your hips on the ground for a second. Reach your arms overhead. Pull to one side and the other, and then kind of rock back and forth. And then let's go ahead and pick our hips up, roll up and down. So you kind of have to be careful if you're going very low on your back. And it's very important to make sure that your core is engaged to hold support as you roll through the low back. I like how it feels. Some people don't recommend it just because it puts a little bit of pressure on that lumbar spine, and you got to hold support for the organs that are there. So just be mindful what's going on. You are supposed to do what kind of feels good for you. Everybody is a little different. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and shift it on down to the side of the glutes. So I'm going to start on my left cheek on the side, cross your right ankle, your right whole leg over the other leg, and then just kind of roll back and forth on that left glute. Seeing if you can kind of get back up into the low back just a bit. Get all little areas. Perfect. Okay, rock and roll to the other side. So now we'll cross the left leg over the right. If you haven't foam rolled much, it can take a little bit of getting used to, just figuring out where to place the roller, how to manage your body, keep it all in the right spot on the roller where you want it, but try not to give up. It's really a great way to get some myofascial release, try to relax. You do kind of want to take your time with the rolling and easing into it depending on the amount of pressure and pain. All right, so now both legs evenly on the roller. We're getting the hamstrings. You can roll the legs around, point the toes in, roll them out. You can cross one leg over the other, putting just a little bit more pressure. And if you have one side feeling a little more tender, maybe spend a little more time there. Okay, let's roll on down into the calves. This one can kind of be funky. Try to relax your feet, and depending on how your calves feel, you'll just keep them both on the roller. If you feel like you want more, then cross one leg over the other. Still trying to kind of keep that foot relaxed. Okay, if you cross one over, cross the other over. Make whatever little shifts and changes you need. All right. We're going to flip it over and get into the quads, the tops, fronts of the thighs. Rolling from right above your knee all the way up to your hip joint. Same thing, you can kind of put a little more pressure and effort into one side or the other. All right. And then let's go ahead and push up and back into our downward facing dog. And then we'll get rolling. All right. Plant into your hands. Drive your heels down toward the ground, pedaling your feet back and forth, so let one heel drop, then the other. Hopefully you can feel a nice stretch through the bottoms of the feet as well. So depending on kind of the type of shoe, or if you're barefoot, you'll get a little bit more stretch. Ideally, it's nice to have a lot of flexibility in the sole of the foot. All right. Walk your hands to the feet to the hands. Let's grab our elbows. Take a little swing left and right. And then a little bounce up and down. And we're going to go on to our heels up squat. Just 10 reps, body weight. You could grab weight if you really wanted to, but this is kind of a nice, mellow warm-up round for all of those swings. 4. Good opportunity to see if you're squatting evenly through the legs. And 10. Okay, then we're going to get that spider lunge, side to side. Try to get as deep and low as you can. For you, I'm still not going super deep on the one side. Come a long way with this knee. Keep it there. 3. Kind of pay attention to how that pelvis is holding on, shifting. And 5. Oof. Okay, let's get into our push-ups. Only 10. Your elbows kind of hang out at an angle, so not super tight next to the rib cage, not super wide. Try to get some depth. If you're on your knees, try to get off of them. It doesn't matter how low you go, but slowly you'll build strength to get lower and lower. All right, pull-ups. Just as many as you can. I've been getting about 4, 5, 3, somewhere in there. All right, 4. Okay, back into our squat. We're going to go 2 of these warm-up rounds. Eight, 9, 10. I'm going to stay even this time, side to side. 2. 3, just that shift of the pelvis. 4. And 5. Push-ups. Tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Think of your push-up as a moving plank. If you're not pushing up, try to do a plank or a bird dog. And our pull-ups. All right. Get your kettlebell ready. Give us an extra couple seconds on the timer to gear up and get ready. Let's check in with those hamstrings real quick. So we want to have open hamstrings as much as possible to give ourselves the ability to get the long hinge to wind up, shoot energy through the heels, pack into the heels. So you use hamstrings and glutes to lift. It's just as many as you can in 5 minutes. You get to take as many breaks as you would like. You can count or don't count, just focus on what the body's feeling. The lift of the bell is coming through the thrust of the hips. Pop those legs into place. 4 minutes to go. $320 to go. Keep the core. Three to go. $250 to go. You get to take as many breaks as you would like. The breaks can be as long as you'd like. $203 left. $125 left. Whew. Don't lose your core. The rest with your glutes. Minute to go. $30 left. 10 left. 10. Oh. Whew. Nice job. Whew. Nice work, nice work. Let's go to the ground. Whatever you need. Walk it off. Gear up. We're going to go back into our body weight set, and then we're going to get our planks and bridges. 10 squats. Okay. Spider lunges. You got it. Keep it together. Sliding that pelvis. All right. Push-ups. And pull-ups. Now that our forearms are all tired, use that back. All right, we're gonna hit up our 6-minute plank. Have a 5-minute timer, and then we'll get our ready, go. 1 minute, kind of finish. But we have 2 minutes here. So remember, in this position, we're settling the breath. We're engaging the mind to connect to the body. Try to settle the mind. Learn to view the heat and the pain as positive feedback. That's what we're here for. That's what we came for. If and when you need to take a break, then fine. You do, but until then, try not to worry about what's coming or where you're at or what you have left, but stay in the moment. Our goal is to try to find the core, heat in the belly. Connecting with the breath. Wrapping the thighs, tucking your tailbone. 10 seconds left. 2 and 1. We get to rotate. Just a little change up. If a side plank doesn't work for you, drop your bottom knee. Focus on keeping the core flexed. Maybe you put your hip all the way onto the ground. that's fine. But train that side to hold support and the muscle behind and under your armpit back to the middle to engage and hold for the back and the shoulder. We're not putting the work into the shoulder. It's not the point. Three, two, same side. Turn back to your same side. You realize just how much core you use during your kettlebell swings and everything else. When you're here, I burn out much faster in this 6-minute set than I normally have before. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that one side. Definitely burning. Try not to shy away from it. Ten seconds. 3, 2, turn. Try not to lose flexion through your back, through the core. So you're tucking your shoulder down, back away from your ears, trying to stack the hips so they're not rotating forward or back. 3, 2, 1, back to the middle. Okay, back to your second side. 1 minute to go. Stay with your breath. Three, two, back to the middle. 3, 2, 1. All right. Lie on your back. Push up into your glute bridge. So now we get 2 minutes here. 6-minute set. And then we'll go into a quick stretch. We're able to train breath, settling the mind, being present, and the body all at once. Look at your knees and make sure that they're facing straight ahead, not opening out at an angle. Check your hips. Make sure they're not popping up above your back. So you need to keep that neutral spine. Pretend you're squeezing a ball or a block between the knees. Flex and engage the core. Find your glutes. Can you tell whether or not your hips are level? Okay, bring your right leg up and hold. Just an isometric flexion. Feel your left glute super engage. Push into the heel. Heel pulls back toward your glutes. Switch. Okay, remember, it's not about how high you're getting the hips. It's about staying out of your back and in the glutes. Three, two, back to the left foot on the ground. Right leg lifts. Push up and down. Lock the core. Drive with the left glute. Stay with it. Come on, come on. 4, 3, 2, switch. Pelvis stays neutral. Whatever ranges and adjustments you need to find the heat in that glute. Time. Okay, now we're going to go up and down for a minute. Drive through the glutes, pushing into the heels. Find flexion in the glutes. We want to train the glutes to recruit. Recruit the glutes. Do not over push. I'm definitely in a new phase of not pushing too high. I just get too much into my back. That's not the point at all. With the way my body works, body mechanics, what's tight, what's weak, I need to stay low and focus on glutes. Even weight distribution, even push. Okay, we have 1 minute to go. Drive your right heel back up and push. Feel the inner thigh, outer thigh, but then that glute. Focus the gluteus maximus. That's what we're here for. Switch. Last 30. The 6-minute round is good. I'm really feeling full on glute, not much else. No low back. Bit of core. No quad. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to flip it over and bring your left leg forward. Keep your right leg back. Feel your back hip flexor stretch. You might want to lift up off the knee. Take whatever little adjustments and shifts you need, but kind of drop that left hip down, pull the right hip forward, dropping that right knee again, pull the toes up, reach the chest forward, lengthen through the spine. Okay, other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Lift up that back knee. Drop that right hip, pull it back. And then the left hip pulls forward. Drop your knee. Oh, straighten the right leg. Pull the chest toward the toes. All right. Fantastic job. All right, way to go. Another day down. See you again tomorrow.